yesterday I put a little too much of the partner in here, and it friggin' started smoking and getting all hot and stuff. I couldn't use it, and I wasted half of it.
It must be cruise ship season, because a lot of these floating megaliths have been docking here in Mindelo. They've been unloading white floods of day tourists to the streets. God knows what kind of germs they're carrying from the west. But soon they'll be docking at the new dock here. After more than 4 years, it's almost finished. Wow, shows how long I've been here watching the progress. It's an advantage to live here, though. Sometimes friends come here to take advantage because you live here. To wait for their ferry, for example. And guess who it is?
So my friend Fannie's here. She's waiting for the ferry to go to Sal. She's gonna go to Sal for a while, thank God.
Oh no, man. No.
No, she's gonna go to Sal. She's talking to her boyfriend there. She's all anxious and horny to see her boyfriend.
What is para?
And we're just waiting for the boat to come in to take her away, thank goodness. I'm gonna have a little bit of peace. She's talking to her dude right now. Poor guy.
I'm super apaixonada. I'm in love.
Yeah, she's in love with her
Fannie
dude.
in love. Oh my God.
She's giving him a hard time on the phone. Buta mamma ela na móvel, porque eu perguntei-te coisas, man.
Tu vi.
Já, é bom que não vi. É chata.
Oh!
Here comes Fannie's ferry that's gonna take her away to Sal. All her baggages. She's a handful. I'm glad she's going. He's crazy, but at the same time I'm gonna miss her. Well, there goes my buddy Fannie. I'm gonna miss her. At the same time I'm not, because she gets me into trouble. Good trouble. No, seriously, I'm gonna miss her. Love her, she's a great buddy. And I wish her the best with her new boyfriend. Another life over there at Sal. Hopefully me and Wendy will go and visit her in a few weeks when we go. So, such is life in Cabo Verde. People come and go, and the world is round and small. Certainly we'll meet again. Hopefully next time we meet over there in Sal with Marisia and Fannie and Wendy. All buddies. You know, that's how it is.
There she goes. Now I got another important person to take care of.
Well, I've embarked on a way bigger project than I expected. I just want to fix the bilge here in the shower in the head, because it was leaking and looked like the wood was rotting and the base was starting to... There's a platform, it's upside down, and the supports that were holding it, everything was rotten. And I took it apart yesterday and took out this piece here. It was all rotten. Water was getting into my cabin, and I replaced it with this piece. I had a piece made. Well, this place is really cool. It's the local carpinteria, or wood workshop. And since I needed a piece for my bathroom, which became a much bigger project than I expected, I came in here, drew out the piece I needed. They did it in 10 minutes. Cost me $6. Gotta love it. This place is cool, man. Perfect, man. Obrigada. Put it in, and I'm trying to fiberglass this in with resin, and it's a challenge as usual. And then when I took everything apart, I noticed all of this was rotten too. So I'm gonna try to fill all this in with fiberglass. And it was pretty rotten to the core in there. I'm certainly no fiberglass expert. Since I'm here waiting for my shroud, which is still stuck in the customs, might as well get some shit done. I'm not gonna show you how I do everything because it's kind of unorthodox. These things aren't structural. It's just to keep the water in this little bilge so I can pump it out whenever we take a shower. Before it was leaking out and getting to the rest of the bilges, and there my V-berth. Boat projects, man.
So adventures here in Glass Fiberworks is interesting. Yesterday was an adventure. It wasn't that great. I mixed the stuff wrong because here they just give you a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Here's the products that I got. I didn't have a proper paintbrush yesterday. It was all hard and stuff. Some proper gloves, much better. And more glass. Or I asked for half a liter of epoxy resin and then hardener in this little bottle. And there's nothing to measure it with. So I asked him, what do you do? You know, is it like, you know, half and half type of thing? You put this much? Like, no. You just put a few drops in there. But yesterday I put a little too much of this hardener in here. And it friggin' started smoking and getting all hot and stuff. I couldn't use it. And I wasted half of it. So I'm gonna do this more carefully. Nonetheless, I got the wood I had cut over at the wood shop in there, nice and solid with some glass. It's in there tight, so that's good. Problem was that the platform above the small bilge there, you can see it's all kind of bent and out of whack. The little platform, the floor was getting all like kind of shaky and moving around. Turns out that supports on the sides, they were falling out because the wood behind it that they were screwed into was completely friggin' rotten. So that's why I'm kind of re-glassing, redoing this whole little bilge down there. So when you take a shower, it doesn't spill into the rest of the boat while it's nice and contained. And today, I'm gonna take my time, think about this through, get all the pieces of glass cut before I, you know, apply it, mix less of the hardener, and I think, you know, I'm gonna get this right, you know. Life of a sailor, you know. Sometimes you gotta be a mechanic, you gotta be a cook, you gotta be a psychologist, you gotta be a fucking sailor, and you gotta be a glass dude, you know, fiberglass dude. This is my attempt at being fiberglass, but I will succeed, I promise you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, fellow sailors and tutti quant, yesterday afternoon I was pretty happy I finished off all the glass, put in the little support beams or whatever, the little support for the platform. I replaced wood with some aluminum bits that I had when I installed my solar panel. I think aluminum is going to be better because it's not going to rot like the wood. So it's in there solid. Basically, this is what it looked like. It ain't pretty. Who gives a rat's ass because it's sitting down there. Nobody sees it. It is solid and it will work. Now, let's get out there and do some sanding. And when you're in the water at anchor or on a mooring, you got no workshop to work at, and this is how you do it. This is my workshop area. Here's a little platform and the sand all down.
That's right. I got to start my generator to juice the power sander, which was lended to me by my good friend Henrik, the drunken Swede.
Let's go see if it fits a little bit better in there. In the head, I'd take you in there with me, but it's really tight quarters, so I'll let you know. Okay, this is totally off topic, but this is the best way to cook potatoes. I learned this in the Canaries. You cook them in salt water until the water evaporates, and you get this little coating of salt. It's absolutely delicious. Now you're gonna say, are you crazy to cook from water here from the bay? The bay is really clean, plus it's boiled to death, so nothing's gonna live in there. And look, there's these little residuals of salt, sea salt. It gives this little salty flavor. It's amazing, because these are potatoes from Santantao. Nice little specialty potatoes, I love them. We're ready for the final push. The platform's been all sanded down nice. I found some varnish that I've used before. This stuff here, Vernis Synthétique Marine. So I found a roller. Now I'm gonna go to my external workshop to do the painting. So first coat of the platform is on. Now I'm gonna hit the bottom of this bilge here with some white paint that I found on hand. I just want it to be nice and clean and white. So let's apply this to it. Just need to put the pump back together, let this dry. Just had enough of this stuff. Now let's go give a coat. More varnish on the platform. A few more coats. I'm almost done.
Wendy was not welcome these next few days. She would not be able to use the toilet
which she loves, by the way. More motivation for me to finish strong.
Look at that.
Damn it.
All the stuff is run but exactly I wanted to.
I really don't like most boat jobs, except when you get to the end successfully.
Let's see how the pump works. Oh yeah. Liking that sound. Pump it out, pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up. Elvis Costello.
What a feeling of accomplishment.
So there it is. My floor is finished down there. It's 3/4, but you can see, there it is. I can comfortably take a shower like that. Drains down to the bottom in a little bilge. That's how it is. Life of a sailor in the shower.
And as well, this head is loved by the girls, so oh, happy days. Now, there's one more thing I've been wanting to experience here at least once. Hello, welcome to Galopin. These are our studios, man. This is where the magic happens. It's humble, but it gets the job done. It's because of the great people like you on Patreon who make this happen. This Living Adventure series. I hope you'll join our community. We've got some extra perks like live updates, news, photos, videos, and I've even taken a stab at writing some short stories which are not for general audiences on YouTube. And our friend Graham from Australia set up a WhatsApp chat to aptly called Galopin's Cockpit. Guys from all over have joined, and it's this community that's contributing to the continuation of this Living Adventure series. If not, you can always watch us for free on YouTube. Make sure to give us a like or a dislike, make a comment, make your opinion heard. I'll try to get back to you. Thanks for watching this episode of Voyage, a real Living Adventure series. It's not fake, baby.